So we've got Dire Claw, Acrobatics, Close Combat, Fake Out. We have a Life Orb Heatran with Earth Power, Heat Wave, Terra Blast, and Protect. We have the AV Rillaboom, Choice Band Dragonite, Choice Scarf Urshifu, and the Booster Flutter with Max Speed, Max Special Attack, and Icy Wind. So, oh, and Steel Terra. I might have said that though. So general idea with this team is going to be to overwhelm your opponent with speed, right? There's a lot of Pokemon that still cannot outspeed Sneasler even in Tailwind. And so you have a lot of ways that you can pressure your opponent just by starting Sneasler Rillaboom, because even Tailwind is not going to like really ensure them a safe way out of that, right? And Sneasler does do quite a lot more damage than most people expect it to. So, I mean, it's definitely not always getting the KOs that you want it to. I think an Adamant Sneasler would get the KOs that you want it to, like, mostly with Acrobatics. Like, Close Combat KOs Ursaluna, which is nice. Dire Claw, I don't remember. Like, Acrobatics, when you're Terrad, can definitely KO Rillaboom. So you do have, like, some really strong hits, but it's not, like, sometimes a Flying Terra Acrobatics might not even KO a Fluttermane, you know, and, like, you would really like that KO sometimes, right? So, something that I have been thinking about is trying Assault Vest Heatran. I think Assault Vest Heatran definitely has a lot of prospects because you do have the ability to run that's Flash Cannon, right? It's just that I kind of feel like, what am I trying to say? I kind of feel like Heatran's a Terra Hog, so if you're running Assault Vest Heatran, you need that Terra even more. So it just makes it a little bit harder. But I think this all in all should be pretty good. And we'll give it a try, you know? That's because, like when I'm live streaming, I like being able to hear music as well. And like, I'd rather not be listening to like random music, you know? Like, if you guys are hearing in-game battle music and I'm listening to like rap or something, like it just doesn't work that well in my brain. So it's like or you know what I'm trying to say. Like if I'm listening to rap and like you guys are listening to in-game music, like yeah, it's hard to keep it all on track in my head. Mostly just because then like I start like actually listening to it, right? Like this is easy listening. Dang. Okay, so in this scenario, we need something that beats Heatran, but we also need something that beats okay, this is gonna be a little bit rough. Because technically, I should have started, or technically Fluttermane is good, right? Like, technically Fluttermane is a good Pokemon. There's no denying that. They do start Torn Flubber. Alright, so let's see if we can sauce. They do have the special attack heighten, which is a little bit scary. I mean, if they do have the ability to get faked out, that'd be really nice. I just know that, like, I can probably get pretty far by just bonking them. So let's bonk. Okay. That didn't really do as much as I wanted it to, but I still feel like I'm not in a bad position if I just repeat my play, right? Like, they really don't have enough damage to stop me from OHKOing the Flood right now. It's like, what do? You have to, like, Bleak Windstorm and go for, like, the Terra Moonblast, basically. So we still do that. If we could put them to sleep, perfect. If we could put them to sleep. Let's live this. Perfect. They do crit my Rillaboom though, which sucks. Because it makes it like, yeah. That sucks. Rillaboom does live, but it's like at what cost? I know you saw that Dire Claw sleep though. Because they're like, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm going to tell you what I do. I close combat. I close combat, and I knock off. And I hope they don't... Yeah. Nice. We bring the pain. Hey man, sometimes you never know. Sometimes we just make the good plays. And the good plays was getting the sleep. They went to sleep and I was like, nice. So let's click Acrobatics and let's click Woodhammer. I mean, there's no way out of this, right? There is not anything they can do. GG's. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Just to, you know, help the video get out there. I might end up cutting this up into, like, different videos, but, you know, it helps. That was a good first match, though. Like, there was really not much they could do. There was really not much they could do. I think the smart play would have been to actually... Like, that was the good thing, right? Like, I was pressuring them to switch out into Heatran. Because the only thing they could do to save their Flutter Mane was switch out into Heatran. You can't switch out into Urshifu, right? Because I'm just going to Woodhammer it. Okay. Everyone has seen the light. So this is that Farigiraf and Torn and Regidrago team that has been going around. It's a little bit scary. I feel like what I have to do is bring Sneasler and... Does Sneasler Dragonite actually make sense as a lead, though? I feel like is what you have to ask yourself, right? Like, because basically what I'm saying is I might need to stop them from setting Trick Room, or I might need to switch into Rillaboom. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, right? It just feels like awkward, kinda. And then we bring... I mean, it's like, once again, I'm not bringing Fluttermane into this team comp. So I don't know, it's hard to say. Flutter just hasn't really felt like the right pick. It is a Scarf Shifu though, isn't it? So... Huh. What would they be U-turn? What would they U-turn into though? Because I'm trying to pressure them into switching in Farigiraf, kind of, right? I just feel like they might not, and if they don't, my play might just not work at all. We're really gonna have to see here, right? Because if they have Scarf Shifu and they click Tailwind, they'll still be faster than me. We'll see if they even feel like they need to click Tailwind. They do. So, yeah, let's just see what happens. We should live it, maybe? No, probably not. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, that probably just loses us the game, honestly, because I was more or less banking on that not happening. But I don't really know what I was expecting otherwise. So, let's just Ice Spinner, and let's just Wood Hammer. Honestly, the combination of Surging Strikes and... We'll see what they do. We'll see. They're gonna withdraw the Ursh. Send out Goldango, that's really smart. Dragonite avoids it, which is kind of nice. Is that a Focus Sash? That sucks. So we get, you know, quote-unquote minimal damage. But we definitely kind of messed up that early game, so I don't really see us winning this one, honestly. That was not a crit, I guess. let's just go for the Heat Wave for now. And we have to kind of go for the E-Speed. That could technically lose them the game unless they're switching in for Farigiraf. Okay. So in the unlikely event that a Heat Wave plus an E-Speed can KO Urshifu, we would still be in this. However, more than likely a Heat Wave plus this E-Speed will not get the KO. So it's really just, it's the only choice we have at this point. Yeah, so very sure. Not a KO. So they do go for the close combat. Yeah, so they win. GG. I cannot do anything about that. I think the one thing I would have done in order to get around that is I would have E-speeded the Gholdengo the last turn. So if I had been ballsy enough to E-speed Gholdengo last turn, we actually could have put them in a really rough position. So that's fine. Alright, Waldo has the sauce. I kind of feel like this is what we have to do with I feel like we're ending up using the same 4 a lot. Well, we just haven't used Flutter yet. But I do think this is potentially a case for Flutter, right? We just need to be careful, because obviously Ursaluna is a big threat. So let's see if we can deal with this Ursaluna. Flochen EX Secret Rare. That sounds nice. So, okay. I kind of feel like if we make them waste their Terra, that's a good thing. Cool. So we get the bong. does bring us down to pretty low. So we're just gonna have to plan the next turn carefully. Kind of feel like we just close combat them and just like click U-turn. I don't know. Ooh, I mean, I probably should have Terra'd though. Yeah, so I did mess that up. I messed that up A because I should have Terra'd Rillaboom, and B because I clicked close combat. We do now know that they're slower though. So, I mean, the crit honestly means that they might have just KO'd us anyways, so it's kind of good that I didn't Terra. But, I don't know. It could have been a nice thing to do. So let's see here. I kind of like the prospect of still bringing in Dragonite right now. Because I feel like if I bring in Dragonite and I click... Technically I just Acrobatics and I click Terra... Ice Beam. We just need damage on Chien-Pao really bad. And, like, technically I could call that they're gonna go for the Sacred Sword. I just don't really see it, like... I don't know what they'll do, honestly. Maybe protect Chien-Pao, which is kind of bad for me. So, I definitely, like, had the chance to make a better play there, and I just didn't. It's a little unfortunate, but I still think we probably have to make the same play. I think if they just click Sucker Punch Foul Play, they should just auto-win, though. Okay, well we do live. We get the Acrobatics. And then they do that. Okay. So, if we take out Chien-Pao this turn, we have a really decent chance of winning. Okay. So the good thing is Sneasler is a very bulky, relatively bulky Pokemon in this case. So now I kind of think I don't have a choice except to just kind of, I don't know. They have one turn of Tailwind left. I know I can probably just Moonblast KO them. And I probably have to go for it. Yeah. So we get the Moonblast, and then Next turn we should be able to pretty safely just go for the Moonblast Ice Spinner. We do know that there is a little bit, very tiny chance that clicking Icy Wind is the right play right now. And technically, I think I do want to go for it, honestly. I'm just so afraid of it being a bad play. Because technically what they need to do right is just click. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Especially with a crit. Alright, well. we got our 2 wins and 1 loss with this team. And we faced some pretty tough stuff, you know, like we really did. I just didn't feel safe risking my Dragonite actually being slower than their Ursaluna because it was like a pretty strong possibility if we're being honest. I think the way that they would get around that is just going for the Facade KO that turn and just like if they do Facade KO Dragonite right away, which they probably don't, honestly. They could have just gone for Earthquake right away. I think would have been like maybe their best play. But either way, GG's.